Hello, collective. Welcome to this reading. First off, before I start, just to let you guys know, my phone holder broke. So currently I'm holding my phone in my hands, and if it starts to get a little shaky, don't get mad at me because it's, I don't know. I felt like this message could be important for someone, so I try to deliver it as quickly as I can. I have my notes by my side, so if I stop and pause for a second, it's me trying to um, make sense of the energy and make sure that I don't forget anything. Um, Also, be warned, I might say. Watch out for yourself because this reading might be a little triggering for some of you because of some mental abuse that might going on. So if you don't feel good at the moment and you don't want to hear it, or it might conjure up some bad memories, please take care of yourself and watch it another time or not at all, whatever. Whatever is of course in your best interest. um, So, coming back to this reading, um, the energy I was picking up from was that there was recently a fight going on between you and another person. It could be romantic or just platonic, take it however it resonates. And this fight that happened, or let me say it this way, this person you had a fight with backed you, like figuratively speaking, into a corner. They did not like your uniqueness and your quirkiness, but in the beginning they started love bombing you. They told you all the nice things that you wanted to hear, like, I love you, you're so beautiful, you're the best ever happened to me. And I don't know, talking maybe even about marriage very early on if it's romantic, or just, like talking about things that actually would come further down a relationship. They might have made empty promises, and maybe you also had this gut feeling that, yeah, it kind of sounds nice, but I just go along with it. So this might also be a confirmation in itself. Um, Let me switch the page. Um, yeah, and then they started to criticize you after a while. They did not enjoy your personality anymore. They got a little grumpy and maybe even a little mean towards you, and which is kind of weird because these characteristics that you have were initially those things that draw them into the first place, if you understand what I'm saying here. So they're hating now on something that they actually love beforehand. That's to make it, maybe put it a little different. um, and they also could feel that you are different. You're just not like them, like a narcissistic person, for example, which I definitely picked up on. on this energy, like very self-centered, very, I don't even know, yeah, self-centered period. Just someone that is so self-absorbed and only looks after his own wants and needs and not really caring how you feel in the long run. They might say it, but they don't actually mean it. You can kind of pick up on this because it just feels empty, these words. They say they want to do X, Y, and Z, but again, it's just words. So yeah, they started to feel that you're different than them. Or it could also be a person that you just recently dated or just met, and you went out for a few dates a couple of times, and now they just see you for who you are and they start to despise you. So they start some weird stupid mental manipulation, but at the same time, they keep a resting bitch face while they keep poking you with a stick. Which, what I mean by that is, I don't know, they just start teasing you, call you names, or just, I don't know, starting fights about topics where you know, or where they know that they are sensitive to you. Uh, and then, like I said, they have this resting bitch face going on. And then they kind of blame it on you when you get emotional and maybe even scream at them, yell at them to stop doing those things. So they are back in control. Because the main reason is that they just want you to stray from your path. They don't want you to be successful. They don't want you to look good, to be admired by others. They just want to have full control over you, period. I mean, and what I also picked up from was that if you're into astrology, it might be a fire sign, like Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, but it doesn't have to be, of course. It's just side notes. Some of you could be 37 years old, 35 years old. And I also picked up on the number 444, the angel number. Maybe you've been seeing them recently. And you might also be a life path 4. So take this as a confirmation if it fits. Yeah. And another thing that I was picking up on was the card of forecast, because forecast is aquatic demon, which you can conjure for love spells. So maybe this person you are dating is also into witchcraft and into tarot readings themselves or whatever. So, but it might maybe be for 1 or 2 people. So again, take also how this resonates. You could have met this person while you were traveling, or you could even travel together in the distant past. Yeah. Let me see, do I have anything else? Yeah. Don't take this personally when I say this, but the reason why you might end up in this situation is that you're a person that really likes to overgive. You're what other people like to call a people pleaser. Maybe you're just an empath and you don't really know how to set boundaries. You never learned it. So there's no shame in that. But that is also something that I picked up on, this energy. But what spirit wants you to do in this situation is that, and I know it's easier said than done, but you should know that these arguments that you have with this person on maybe even in a constant basis on every day, and even those minor things that are completely unnecessary, you should know that these won't stop, because this person right here that I pick up on from this energy, this narcissistic toxic person, 11:11 on the clock, as I was saying this, is also a confirmation for you. No, I just almost lost my train of thought. Hold on. Yeah, they just want to make you feel bad. That's pretty much the the bottom line of all of this. And yeah, again, it's just narcissistic. It's it's really disgusting. So what spirit wants you to do is, if you can, it really depends on your situation right now, separate from him. And of course, you're your own master. Pun intended. You don't have to deal with this type of energy because you're such a lovable person that has a heart of gold, but this person truly does not value you. And even if you have the hope that it might change, be assured that those people won't change. They might come up and promise you a lot of things, especially if you already had some conversations with them trying to figure out the problem, and they always promised that they would change and things will get better. They will never change. So yeah, like I said, if you can separate from them, whether it's emotionally, because not everyone is lucky enough to just move away from that person that I'm talking about. Could be male or female, it just really depends on your situation. So what you can do is that you, if you still have to see this person, have to interact with them, that spirit wants you to control your emotions as best as you can. Meaning when they start to provoke you, to not let that get under your skin. And again, this is also easier said than done, especially when there's a lot of history going on. Yeah, let me see. And yeah, if you have the possibility, if you're already in a living relationship, spirit told me to tell you to crash at a friend's house, even if it's just for a night or two, or a weekend, or just a night, to gather your thoughts and be assured that whatever they are causing you, whatever trouble and nightmares, quote unquote, it's only in your head, even though it feels heavy and it feels like a real threat to you. It's probably not, and it's something that can be solved. And so in that regard, definitely, if you still have people around you that can help you in this situation, that you still call your friends, reach out to them and ask them for support, family, friends, whatever helps you in this time. Um, and of course, while you're healing from this situation, please take care of your mental and physical well-being, because if this is truly a narcissist that I'm picking up on, these people are very, very nasty. And even if you're just been with this person for a few weeks or even months, it really shows the moment when you are alone with yourself, because once your nervous system is able to regulate itself, you might start crashing down. I speak from experience, so that's why this is such an important message for me to be delivered to you, to whoever resonates with it. Um, yeah, so, and when it comes to healing, you definitely need to know that you will need a lot of patience to, especially to get rid of all of this toxicity. And that's also just spiritually speaking, if you know what I mean by this, because being with those people, they are so full of self-hatred